Are you ready? TaeVi's 50th episode. Song of the week.
Hi love, love. Why you so mean to me, love? I just want some of your love. Hi love, hey love, hey love, hey love, love. Why you so mean to me, love? I just want some of your love. Hey love, hey love, hey love, hey love, hey love. Why you make it difficult? Baby, make it easy. Why you say you don't need me when you know that you need me? Always held it down for you, I never thought you would leave me. Hey, fuck you. Love, I didn't mean to do you bad. Love, I wish I can take it back. Love, you help me stay on track. Love, I didn't mean the word I said. I was just like in my head. Memories of you in my bed. You make it hard for me to let go. Love, why you so mean to me, love? I just want some of your love. Hey love, hey love, hey love, hey love, hey love, love. Why you so mean to me, love? I just want some of your love. Hey love, hey love, hey love, hey love, hey love.
Lil Saint, little bit. Hey love. Song of the week.
Sound good.
50th episode of the TaeVi's podcast. We brought it back to the roots.
I'm back. You know,
With
the best shows was with me.
With the first lady of the TaeVi's podcast. And she wasn't my fiance back then, but she is my fiance now. So a lot of things going on. Kaylin Butler, soon to be Butler, but yeah, but this is the 50th episode and it's about to be Christmas time. I probably will release this on Christmas Day. So we should have had a couple of Christmas decorations.
Well, they ain't there.
Should have had our trees or something. But I guess we can go get them. You want to go get them? Go get them while I talk to the people, but get a couple of Christmas trees or something, drop them on here. But Lord. But yeah, no, this is the 50th episode, and we come a long way, and we're going to talk to y'all about some things that, you know, has happened since January 2021. That was the first episode of the TaeVi's podcast, as y'all know it. And a few things is going on. We waiting on how to get a couple of Christmas decorations. Ooh, there you go. Ooh. That's cool. That's cool. It can cover up the TaeVi's. That's cool. Hey, love. That's fine, you know, a little Christmas tree. Ain't blocking you, huh? You can't see?
Yeah, it's blocking me a little bit, but it's all right.
Let me see.
I say it's good.
It's fine. But yeah, you know, since January 2021, a lot has happened, y'all. We moved like 3 different times. And we moved from where we was January 21st.
January 21st, it was in Lakeview, huh?
No, that podcast was at Shelmet house.
Oh, well, it was my mama there.
Yeah, we stayed with my parent, and that's a subject we probably touch on because I talked about that a little bit on my thing. But hey, let's talk about what's happened since 2021. We touched on her being a fiance. I proposed around Christmas, and we will be getting married October 7th. 2023, which is next year, you guys. How you let's first of all, let's talk about the proposal. Mm-hmm. Were you expecting a proposal?
No, he tricked me. He really did. I thought I was getting proposed to on New Year's Eve, but
no, you actually thought you was getting proposed to on a helicopter date.
Well, yeah,
I took you out that whole date.
Yeah, but then you said make sure you be off on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve was on a Monday.
Oh, yeah, I was tricking at y'all.
No, he wasn't tricking
games.
me. He wasn't tricking me. He was about to do it on New Year's Eve.
I was not. But,
yes, you was.
But we saw you was super happy when it happened. What was going through your mind when you turned around?
I don't even know. It was just like I went blank. It was just buku excitement. Like I just was so excited.
You started jumping up and down as well. What was that?
Excitement, energy. Like I was so happy, bruh. This dude was telling me, "Yeah, I'm gonna propose to you soon." This dude literally waited to the end of the year to propose. I was waiting on a proposal that whole year, and he gave it to me at the end.
What the proposal, also the wedding. Now the proposal seems like the easy part because when you get into the wedding, it gets difficult. You got to get these different vendors. You got to get it how you want it. And I want to ask the people, y'all send it in, drop it on the comments, however y'all want. What y'all think is a respectable budget for a 23, 24-year-old couple? We not rich. We not in big tech or nothing like that. We don't have no big super duper jobs. What is a respectable budget for a wedding for two 24-year-olds?
What you think?
Y'all let me know. I'm thinking like $15,000 max.
That's what you thinking?
Respectable.
Well, no.
What you think?
I mean, I thought 20, but we about to hit more than that.
No, we not telling what we about to hit and spend.
All right.
So mine was $15,000, respectable budget. I think that's cool enough. A good little venue, depending on how many people you have, that's a good time. But women like to go over budget. And
can you take the glasses off?
Because you want to see how I'm looking at you.
I can see your eyes because of the light, but you need to take the glasses off.
They're going to come off where they need to be came off. But
you look crazy, but all right.
But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But $15,000 was my what I expected to spend.
Well, mine was 20.
But I'll let you guys know that you ain't gonna be spending that. $15,000. Let you know the photographer and videographer video, that's gonna be at least 4. They got some people who cheaper who new and stuff who do it.
For what? Together?
4 racks, yeah. But they have people who cheaper.
No. Nobody
they have
down
people
here.
cheaper who are newer people and doesn't have like the certain quality that the people got who's experienced yet. They have people who have cheaper stuff than what we received and just got. Mm-hmm. But where it's really gonna hit you at the venue, you guys. We wanted to get married outside. We achieved that with our venue. The venue is the Champagne Palace in Harahan. We achieved that. We was gonna do it on a lake by this place, but I wasn't really feeling it. And we went through a lot of things. We had one in Ponchatoula at first, but we had a family emergency that we had to get it somewhere else. Shout out to the Southern Oaks, huh? Ain't this what it is?
The people called the something wedding the Oaks. They called the Oaks.
They something called the Oaks, but yeah, we had to.
The Oaks Wedding Event Center. That's
we had to get it from over there because that was in Ponchatoula, and we had a family emergency, so we'll take it like that. But then we went through my baby wanting to get married in Miami on the water. Take us through that. Why you want to get married in Miami on the water?
So I had seen this particular venue that I liked, and it was like including a lot of stuff. Like as far as like the decorations, they made it look like how I would want my wedding to look, and that something that was in our price point. But then I started like looking for food, and I gotta see how many people could be able to travel. It's too much, so it's like I just was like, destination weddings are too much to plan. I'd rather just have it down here.
How many people you expect to come to our wedding? We got 150. You expect 150 people to be there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I expect it.
Okay. And also, let's talk more about the wedding before we get to other things. Choosing a best man, choosing a maid of honor, and what else it is?
A matron of honor.
Matron of honor. So, how do you get to choose that?
I don't know. You go by who you think fits the best role. Mm-hmm. You go by who your best friend is. The matron of honor is somebody that's married though. So.
And you don't have no friends that's married yet.
No.
Not yet. So you ain't gonna have a matron of honor.
I mean, I am. She was about to get married.
So that don't count. So you can't. You said somebody who get married, so you cannot have it if they're not married.
I mean.
So that spot is empty.
Nah, I'm still gonna have it though.
You breaking rules of the wedding code.
Sorry.
I'm glad they don't got that for men. Like your best man got to be married or something.
No, cause you only got a best man. You don't got no best man of honor.
You have a best man and you have a right hand man.
Oh well, that's what you got in weddings. I didn't know that.
No, I just made.
I was about to say, I didn't know you had that.
All right, well,
How did you pick your best man yet?
Jesse's pick. He will be revealed at the brunch.
Okay.
I went back and forth with this as well. So they had a few candidates in there. They had 1, 2, 3, 4 candidates that I had. Yeah. I put my dad in there as well.
I'm about to say 4.
Yeah, I put my dad, my 2 best buds, and the other one was a wild card.
A wild card. Well, I know who that was.
Who?
All right. I'm not revealing no names. I know who it was.
The wild card?
Yeah.
You can reveal the wild card.
No.
The wild card is not it, so it's not the person.
I know.
All right, but yeah. How many bridesmaids you gonna be having for the wedding?
9.
Okay, 9. Mm-hmm. They all know they bridesmaids.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Name them off.
Name them.
Yeah.
All right. So I got my sister Tay,
Mm-hmm.
my little sister Nee. Then I got Quell, Riel, Bianca, Taranika, Dominique, Tanuni, Lex. I'm missing somebody.
Let me see your fingers.
Oh yeah, it's 9.
That's 9 people.
All right, I got it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and my little sister gonna be the flower girl. My other little sister, and then my other little sister gonna be the junior bride.
Your other little sister, who the other little 2 is?
Kalia gonna be the flower girl, and Kyla gonna be the junior bride.
Okay.
Cause Kyla can't wear like all like them clothes and all that, cause she only like 12.
How old is she? Oh,
She's 12.
All right, she's 12. She's gonna be the junior bride. So you're gonna have 10 people on your side.
Basically, yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to match that. I'm telling you that now.
That's fine. People can walk down the aisle by themselves.
That's scratching and ugly. I don't like.
No,
that.
that's not. People do it all the time. People do it all the time.
I don't like that. You're forcing me to pick people in my wedding.
No, cause how many? Name all the people that's in your wedding.
Me, my father, Amaric.
Daddy not gonna be on your side.
Why not? He can't be one of my groomsmen.
You gonna make daddy your groomsman? He your daddy. He's supposed to be enjoying himself sitting down.
He is, but I love my father. He's one of the.
So you would make daddy stand up the whole wedding?
No, but he after he walks somebody down the aisle, he can sit down.
All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
My father, Myrick, Elijah, James, Greg, Tyrus, and it's to be determined for the rest. Oh, Jay, 2, 3.
I thought you said Gunner too.
Gunner, yeah, that's right. How many that is?
That's
7.
8.
That's 7.
That's 8.
Myrick, Daddy, Elijah, Greg, Tyrus, Gunner, Jay, James. Yeah, that's 8. So, and one more might be a wild card. You know,
And my brother gonna be the junior groomsman.
She's saying that.
He is.
But take it off. I gotta hit this call.
Take what on? I mean, yeah, he keeps saying that playing with my brother, but he is gonna be the junior groomsman. He gonna walk down with my little sister.
Okay, so, what are you expecting on our wedding day? You expecting
what?
Like, what do you expect on that day? It might be one of your. You say it might be one of your greatest days. So, what do you expect that day?
I expect. Let's start from like the beginning. Like when we getting dressed and stuff, I just want everybody to have a good time, and we just take lots of pictures, and the videographer video all our special moments. Mm-hmm. And you know, me and my girls, we drinking some mimosas and getting dressed and stuff like that. Just having a good time getting dressed. Then I want me and you to write a letter to each other, mm-hmm. and like we supposed to read it the day before, like the day of our wedding before we get married. Mm-hmm. I want us to write a letter to each other and read it. Mm-hmm. And then after that, go to the venue, and then you know, walk down the aisle. I expect you to cry, but I think you might.
Yeah, I might cry. Wedding song you debating on? Her rather be. I'm picking Jesse Powell. You
You mean first dance song?
First dance song, yeah. I'm picking Jesse Powell, you, but you got.
That's not really giving. That's not go. I don't know. It's not giving me what I need.
But Rather Be is. It's like the same thing.
No, Rather Be is very more emotional and intimate.
There's no place I'd rather be
with you.
But they got Jesse Powell and baby, it's you. It's the same. It's the same thing.
It's a different vibe though.
Both of them.
Rather Be just hit different.
Once again, y'all got to drop the comments, and we don't know yet. We might rock paper scissors because Daddy get his way. You know that. When it comes to parents in the wedding, what do you expect from our parents?
Well, my dad go walk me down the aisle.
The reaction.
Oh, like the reaction? I don't know. My daddy, he's so chill, but he like low key dramatic. So it's like he gonna be like, "Oh my God, my baby, you look so pretty." And then like your mama, mama gonna be acting cute and shit. So she gonna be like, it's my babies and stuff like that. And daddy gonna be like, "I'm proud of you, bro. Proud of y'all."
His main line, his go-to line. But yeah, we getting married, y'all. October 7th. I'm looking forward to it. I will have these glasses on the whole reception, dancing.
Oh my God.
And I will be drinking daiquiris.
I'ma hide them.
I'm gonna be drinking I'm not gonna have these on. I'm gonna have some different ones on. Probably some Ray-Bans or something.
I'm buying some real Gucci's.
And also, something I'm getting done next year before the wedding. I will be getting LASIK eye surgery.
So what you gonna have these glasses on for? If you gonna have LASIK,
I can't have glasses on when I have LASIK.
You would need to show off your new eyesight.
That's gonna be weird. But yeah, I wear glasses, y'all. I really can't see too good.
So why wear black shades if you can't see too good?
It's not bad. Like I'm looking at the monitor and camera right now. I can't really see it like that because it's real dark, but I can see a little bit now. But yeah, that's why I'm getting LASIK surgery because I don't like wearing glasses too much. I feel like glasses it affects like outfits. It affects my everyday. Gotta have them on all the time. It's like a hassle sometimes. When I lose them, I be kind of everywhere. But
you look cute with your glasses.
I think I do too. But my eyesight, it started when I was young, sitting up close on the TV a lot, and it affected me. I used to watch cartoons and right up on the TV. So if anybody has LASIK surgery, y'all let me know how that was and how it is for y'all, and did it work? Because I'm a little bit nervous about going through that procedure, but that's something I'm gonna be getting done. Let's move on to after our. Let's move on to living with your parents, staying with your parents. We stayed with our parents, well, my parents, and we stayed with them on two different separate occasions. First, when we was kids, teens, the latter. In about teenage years, going into college and in college until we got our first apartment in 2019, and then COVID hit, and my parents let us move back with them when COVID hit
because we were trying to save up to buy a house.
Yeah, we was trying to save to buy a house. We had a goal. We just move back in with the parents, but we were lucky enough for them to let us move back in. What was you thinking at that point? Because you wasn't feeling that move. You wasn't seeing my vision.
What?
Moving back in with parents at that time. You wasn't feeling it. With my parents, I'll say. And not because she don't like my parents.
I'm not saying I love his parents. You made it seem like bad.
Not like that. It's just she wanted her own space, and then we were just confined to one room. And mind you, we had 2 dogs. We still have our 2 dogs.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing like with his parents. It just was like, I got too much stuff, and we only had like that little room to ourselves, and it just was like, I just got the used to having my own apartment, and now we got to move back, to just a room. So that's the reason why I really wasn't like feeling it. But he's right most of the time. So it worked out well because we bought our house.
But you got to add some context. We didn't buy a house from that deal.
Yeah, not from that, but
because that was the year the storm hit, Hurricane Ida. Was that Ida? Is that Ida?
Yeah, that was Ida.
Yeah, because we our parents let us move back in, and we said we were saving about what $3,000 to $4,000. I think $4,000 a month.
We was saving buku money.
Yeah, we were saving like $4,000 a month. We was really working towards our goal to the point where we saved up a good amount of money to put down on the house, and we found the house in August. We was ready to We found the house in August. We
supposed to close in September on your birthday.
We were supposed to close on my birthday, September 14th. And the storm, as we know, the storm hit around the same time that Katrina hit. I think it was like August 28th or something.
Because we was no, it was before that because we was in Atlanta on my birthday. My birthday the 27th.
Okay, yeah.
So I think it was like August 26th.
Yeah, so we went out to Atlanta, but we were already in the process of buying this house, but we got a little concerned. Even though we had a good nest egg saved up over the time, we got concerned about stuff was just happening kind of quick. And once again, I had to give my lady a little bit convincing to do it because she wasn't too much up to it, but she was a little bit. She was leaning, but I had to give her a little persuasiveness of what we was doing. But we ended up pulling out of the deal to buy the house. It was a great house, 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, $252,000.
No, it wasn't. It's $250,000.
$252,000.
All right.
It was $252,000. I remember,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't that bad. Interest
It was
rate was
nice.
pretty small.
Oh yeah, interest rate
was what 3.
Yeah, it was like 3.3, 3.5, one of them.
Yeah, 3.3. Now we get to nowadays the interest rates are double that.
Oh my God.
And but after that, the hurricane happened. We moved right in since we had some saved up money. We moved right into our own house. We moved in Lakeview, a good crib, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, good nice house, good landlord, and that's what we moved that in November, right after the song, because we're like, we already got all this money saved up. We don't need to be staying with our parents anymore. We saved our money up, so we got our own crib. And during that process, we bought a car as well. We traded in her Nissan Altima 2019.
Yeah.
And what was the note on that?
500 flat.
$500 flat, and I told her when she got that car, why? But she kept saying,
that was my favorite car.
I got a deal, honey.
I did. It was y'all. It was.
She did not get a deal.
It was a brand new 2019 Nissan Altima, and I think I got it in 2019. And like nobody, I was the first owner on it. It was perfect.
She thought it was a good car because it was a new car. But $500 note for 20-year-old, 21-year-old.
Yes, because my credit wasn't that good at the time.
Yeah, so you shouldn't go out there and get a $500 note.
Yeah, but listen, my credit wasn't that great at the time. Now it's good. But at the time, and I still got a 7% interest rate. Shout out to my connect, Mr. Help Me Help You. If y'all need a call, y'all hit my dude up on Instagram.
Next time, I'm going to help you. Matter of fact, let me go get my baby, y'all. Keep talking fat.
All right. The baby crying. But yeah, I liked my car. I don't know why he didn't like my car. He kept saying that car poo. I guess because it was a Nissan, but whatever. But yeah, the baby was crying. He about to come back. Just bring her in here. Dante. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna keep talking.
But yeah, y'all, this how newly added member to the family.
Y'all, you should have got my baby looking crazy. She about to go back to sleep though.
Yeah, but
hey, Danny,
we're talking about the new car. The $500 note was not great, and we sold that car and bought her a new car outright to save some money and get rid of a $500 note that was coming out of our income. So that was that.
Yep.
And now we get into the Lakeview house. Great house. You loved it.
I did. That was a good house for real.
Good neighborhood. And that's where not too long after we moved in, we conceived this young baby.
No, we probably did it before. Cause no way. Danny came. We was in the house November 1st. Mm-hmm. I found out I was pregnant November 15th. So she was conceived before that.
So she was conceived at my mama's house.
Yeah.
But yeah, we how was the pregnancy? Talk about the pregnancy for the women.
The pregnancy. Okay. So like at the beginning, Danny had me sick. Like, oh my God, like I couldn't eat nothing. Like nothing. Danny didn't like onions. Danny didn't like beef. Danny didn't like ground beef, steak, none of that. All I ate was chicken with Danny. Fried chicken, grilled chicken, roasted chicken. That's all I ate.
Baked chicken.
Yeah, that's all she liked. She didn't like no type of nothing. So, and I like being pregnant, especially for my first time, because I don't know, I just got a bond from her every time she kick and stuff like that. I just got a bond. Also, everybody was really, really nice to me, like super nice. Everybody at my job, Dante, we ain't even fuss during the pregnancy. Everybody just was so nice.
Why you saying that? She pooping on me right now. But talk also what were some things you didn't like about pregnancy?
Probably it'd be me being sick, not be able to eat certain stuff, not be able to bend over. I after my pregnancy, I suffered with severe preeclampsia, and that means like my feet was swollen up, my blood pressure was like, I think it was what it was, be like 181.
Yeah, it was pretty high.
Yeah, 181 over 100, and it didn't want to go down, so they had to give me blood pressure medicine for like a couple of weeks. I had to go back to the hospital and get magnesium in me, and it made me so weak. And Danny was only like a couple of days old, but that was pretty much it. Like other than that, my pregnancy went really, really great. Like Danny really was made out of love, like, cause I had a great pregnancy.
Talk about the delivery.
Oh,
and how was the delivery for you as a first time mother pushing out your first baby?
All right, but let's talk about this. Let's talk about, all right, so I had to we had to go to the hospital. So I actually went to the doctor's office to get my checkup. And I was doing the most, I think I was 38 weeks. I was doing the most trying to get Danny out because we just wanted to see our baby and stuff like that. So I was bouncing on the ball, eating dates and all that. So when I went to my doctor's appointment, she was like, she could feel Danny's head, so she can't really feel my cervix. She said the head in a way or something like that. So we had put me on like the heartbeat monitor. She said when I got contractions, Danny's heart rate would drop. So we couldn't wait those other 2 weeks out because we never knew what would happen. So I went to the hospital and I was like, babe, we about to go. Is she coming? And he was excited. When he got off of work, he came to the hospital and stayed with me the whole time. So the first night they tried to use this little thing they stick up your cervix, and it's like a little string to open up your cervix. That didn't work. After like hours, that didn't work. And then, oh yeah, let me not forget, that thing was making me have like buku contractions. I was having contractions every 1 minute, and they wasn't like little contractions, they was big. So I was up in there crying, screaming, not even screaming. I just was up in there crying like really, really bad. And Dante had my nurse. She was so nice. I forgot her name. What her name was, like Gina or something?
Yeah, Gina was one of she was the evening nurse.
She was the night nurse. Gina.
Oh yeah, Gina was the night nurse. She was the older lady.
Yeah.
I was younger. Yeah,
she was so sweet. Like she made me. When I took my epidural, everybody always told me these stories like, oh, epidural go hurt and you can't move 1 second or you go paralyze yourself. So I'm like, what, I can't breathe? And Gina and the doctor was like, yes, you could breathe, but I want you to breathe. And I was like, oh, okay. And epidural, it really wasn't that bad. I could barely feel it, honestly. And what else I was about to say? All right, so boom. After that didn't happen, I got the epidural. Then the contractions was hitting. I wasn't really tripping, but that's when the contractions was making Danny's heart rate drop from the little thingy. So I'm like, bruh, making her heart rate drop and my blood pressure rise. So they pulled the string out, and that's when I had got the pill. The pill, they stuck it in me, and that's when the pill had opened it up 1 centimeter. And everybody was so happy, and they stuck this balloon up me. And the balloon, like it opens up my cervix. So, all right, so y'all, it's like probably like 10 o'clock in the morning. Fast forward to like 10 o'clock in the morning. And I feel a balloon come out. No, probably not even 10 o'clock. Probably like 10, 15, 10, 20, whatever. I feel a balloon come out. So I'm like, the balloon just came out. The doctor checked me. She like, all right, yeah, you can just wait here till your water break. So probably like 15 minutes later, my water broke. And I'm like, baby, because we were so excited. I was like, baby, my water broke. And I called my nurse. Mind you, y'all, it was shift change. Oh my God. The nurses was taking so long to come in there. But I'm about to get to that point in a second. So I called my nurse. She said, yeah, it's gonna, we're gonna wait because I was supposed to deliver Danny at 7 p.m. that night. But I wanted to deliver her at 11:07 a.m. So she was like, yeah, you just wait. You can just go wait. All right. So I'm like, cool. She left like 15 minutes later. I'm like, ooh, babe, like something not right. Like
that, y'all, it go from her get stuck the night before, in super pain. I mean, they probably couldn't even put a fingernail in her cervix because she was just screaming each time.
Do you know what a cervix at? My women who's been pregnant and has a whole hand stuck up their vagina just to get to their cervix.
Yeah, but they couldn't get. They wouldn't even get a hand up there, babe.
Babe, I was
getting a finger.
Yes, no, she stuck her whole hand in my vagina, babe, just to get to the cervix. Like you have to stick your whole hand in there, then you got to stick your finger to the cervix.
No, I'm talking about the part where they was just trying to put the finger in there and they couldn't
to check my cervix, babe. Yes, because it hurts.
Yes, they were just putting the beginning and they was like, we ain't gonna be able to do this.
Yes, because it hurts. That's why I had to get the epidural because I couldn't take the pain. It hurts.
Okay, now let's get to the 10:20 part when you the delivery when it's almost at a 10:40 or something.
Whatever it was. I know that my water had broke and 30 minutes later, Danny was coming. 20, 30 minutes later, Danny was coming. And I'm like, bruh, baby, something don't feel right. I'm keep pressing because I ain't pressed my epidural in a while because I wasn't hurting. So I keep pressing my epidural. I'm like, man, this epidural not working. I'm like, ooh. And his daddy was on the phone with him. He like, yeah, K water just broke. And then he like, oh, she hurting over there. I said, yeah. I said, who? I said, babe, call my nurse. Called the nurse, y'all. Called the nurse like 4 times. When I tell y'all it was shift change, so they was not answering. Like, I'm like, bro. So they called another nurse in there from the front desk. And she came in there and she was like, what happened? I said, my water broke. And I feel like my baby is like right there. And she was like, okay. So she said, let me go try to find your nurse. So she went got my nurse. So my nurse was like, let me check your cervix. She said, oh girl, close your legs. The head is right there. I said, I know. Can y'all get somebody in here? They said, yeah, we're about to call your doctor because my doctor was across the street. So doctor came in, everybody in position. It was like buku doctors in the room. It was probably like 10 doctors, babe?
I like 6.
It was buku doctors. It probably was like 6, and they had some nurses in there too. And I had this one male nurse. He looked like he was like fairly new, huh?
Yeah, he looked like he was still training or something.
Yeah, this man saw everything. When I tell you I had everything out, he saw everything. But so yeah, I mean I felt Danny coming. They say like with epidural, you still gonna feel pressure. I felt pressure, but I also felt like a little pain too. Like, so Dante. I don't remember me saying fuck, but Dante said I was saying fuck.
Yes, she was she was I don't want to say bad. She was so vulgar that the doctor said you gotta hold that in and push it out. Don't scream it out. What she said, she in there said fuck. I'm sorry, baby. But she said, she screamed like that. I'm going to put the video for y'all. I ain't going to show y'all the video. I'm going to let y'all hear it, though. But that was her. And the doctor's like, okay, all that energy you're doing, screaming, push it through the bottom to get the baby out. And what do you know? It only took about 3 pushes, I think.
Yeah, it was 3 pushes. And then she came right out. You're right there, bro. And then I didn't have to get no stitches or nothing. Danny was such a good baby, good pregnancy all around.
Yeah, it was a good pregnancy. Now they mean the middle child gonna give you some trouble, bro.
The second child, I already know, because Danny too perfect right now. Danny,
she just keep fighting on me.
Well, she got gas probably.
Staggy baby. All right, our baby was delivered at 11:07. Miss Danny Marie.
Yes,
she's a cutie. She's a good baby, y'all. She don't have too many problems. She don't cry too much. She's just a little spoiled, which is okay for a little baby. She has a loving duo of parents, daddy and mama.
Yep.
And hey, I toot my horn to you single parents out there, single dads, single moms. Y'all doing it out there.
Got a lot of respect for y'all, for real, bro.
Facts, because we always see when we in here, we always be like, dang, I see how tough it'll be if it was a single mom or a single dad, because it's hard, bro. It's hard reading the
It
kid,
is,
but it's
for
beautiful
real.
as well. I'm sorry, baby.
You spit it out. She won't go back to sleep.
It's all right. We got to live it, baby. But yeah, it's tough on the single parents out there, y'all. But we toot our horn to y'all who get it done, and to the loving parents who stay together and still together. Keep doing y'all thing. Keep raising great kids.
Yes.
Keep doing y'all thing out here. We salute everybody. Now, I want to talk about. We touched on this. I think yesterday. You asked me, who do I love more out of you and Daddy?
Yeah. I don't mean it like a competition, y'all. I just was asking a question.
Right. And this is a question I want to ask the parents as well. When you in couples, when you have a kid, how does the love shift?
Yeah.
How do you balance the love between? Of course, not a competition between your wife, fiance, or your husband, or your boyfriend, girlfriend. How do you balance that when you have a new member coming in your love? And I think it's kind of like,
well, not boyfriend and girlfriend, but say like wife.
well, that's what I said, wife,
Yeah,
fiance.
because boyfriend and girlfriend, that's not bonded. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right,
bonded, but it's not.
You're my fiance. We not bonded.
I know, but we about to get married though.
Right, but we still boyfriend and girlfriend.
I mean, but still.
Well, fiance and fiance.
Yeah, but still. It's different. I've been knowing you since you was 16.
Right.
So
and they got other people in that same situation though.
That's right. All right.
So,
boyfriend and girlfriend too.
So if it's like that, how do y'all feel about the love aspect of having a new child and your partner? She asked me, who do I love more? And I was like, I think I love Danny more, but because she's like the new thing right now. She's like the new prize. She's so cute, adorable, and she need me like for mainly everything. And
right.
That's why I answered on that. But of course, the love is different between a child and a partner. But what you think?
I don't know. Like I kind of agree with you. Like I kind of, like I don't know, cause I love Dante. Like everybody know Dante is my number one priority in my life. Well, was before Danny got here, but like that was the person I loved the most in this world. And I don't know, like when my daughter got here, it was like I don't know, it's a whole different type of love. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like I love her more, but I also love you like a lot. Mm-hmm. But it's like you right behind Danny.
Right.
Let's just say that.
It's like a different type of love.
Yeah, like it's my baby.
Like, God, she needs it for everything.
Like we created her.
She's so innocent, like.
Yeah.
But that was a question. Y'all let us know how that aspect is. It's not no competition. It's just from a parent's aspect and being a first time parent. Questions like that. Also, let's talk about. We touched a little bit on this girl still fighting, but and it's like vibrations.
I think I heard that one.
But let's talk about becoming homeowners, because we passed on the old house like we said, but eventually this year 2023 we purchased the house, and we did some renovations, y'all, to the house. Hopefully when we all wrapped up and done with it, we can show it to y'all on my Instagram or her Instagram. But
it's coming out really nice.
It's a beautiful process of buying a home, and I think Danny assisted in that, because I don't think we would have got a home if we didn't know. Well, if Danny wasn't coming out so much,
we would have never got a home. We only really, because Danny really did assist in it. Like we would have got we probably would have bought our house after our wedding. Yeah. So, but when Danny came, it's just like we needed room for Danny. Like we had a 2-bedroom apartment, and not apartment, it was a house, 2-bedroom house. And one of the bedrooms was Dante's podcast. So like we needed room. And all Danny's stuff was in the living room. And so we just was like, we need room.
Yeah. And Danny was, like you said, she was born
in July 14th.
It's damn shame. I'm about to forget my birthday. But and we got the house in August. Mm-hmm. So
we was already in the process.
And it's crazy though, because how we planned for the last house, we did not plan for this. We planned, but our plan wasn't this fast. Yeah. One day we was just laying down, and she was like, and I was like, man, look at this loan thing we can get for the house. And she was like, man, you just talking stuff anyway. You ain't gonna get it. And I was like, who? And I filled it out just to see what was gonna happen with the type of loan, our interest rate, all that was gonna get. And it went from there. We got a house, and she was the agent on us getting a house. So we got
commission.
We got a commission fee for buying our own house.
Basically, and
that's like
and I negotiated the closing costs, so we didn't really have to come out of pocket with too much.
Yep.
So we it was a win-win. This house is a really nice house and it's great.
Right, good shape. We did some renovation to the kitchen. That was the first thing we did. We did our main bathroom.
Yeah.
And we painted. As y'all see, we got painted my office. And we painted a little bit of the living room. Still have some little stuff we want to do. You know, we watch House Hunters a lot, so that's that. But yeah, the home buying process is tedious. And we say she was the closing agent. She did get her real estate license. What year? 2021? November?
Yeah.
She got
last year.
Yeah, she just had to.
No, that was 2022, huh? No.
That's 2022 right
yeah,
now.
it's 2022 right now. Yeah, 2021.
Yeah, she got it 2021, and she just had to pay some little yearly fees. So,
bruh, them real estate fees, they be hitting you.
Yeah, so if you need a crib by multi-family, anything, holla at your girl K Young, the realtor. But
I'm gonna have to change that when we get married.
Yeah, it's gonna be K Butler. But yeah, y'all, that's some stuff that's been going on. What's else that we can touch on that we have coming up or that we went through?
Man, I had lost my memory. It was about to be one more thing I forgot.
What was it?
I don't know. Start talking about something, it's gonna come back to me.
But yeah, I have this thing that I want to touch about. Friends and the type of friends people keep around them that are healthy for you. Mm-hmm. Do you think having too many friends, too little friends, affects a person?
Like which I think too many does. Mm-hmm. Well, too little too. Yeah, I think they do affect the person because if you have too many friends, it's just like that's too many different type of personalities going on. Like I knew, like when I grew up, let me use me as an example. I had a whole lot of friends in high school. Ask me how many friends out that group do I have now? One.
How many?
I have one friend out that group. That's it. Every other girl that I was cool with, I'm no longer cool with them. And why? Because we just was
one
on
close friend.
Yeah, she's my close friend.
You have other friends, but they're not close.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that, yeah, because I still do have friends from high school. I have a couple of friends from high school, but I'm talking about the friend group I was in. My other friends know that I was in a group with these girls. Mm-hmm. So I'm talking about that friend group. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm like, I stopped talking to all of them basically, like, you know, for different reasons. But as I grew up, like, it was the right thing. It was the right things to do. And I only have about a few friends right now, you know, that I really talk to on a regular basis. And I'm not a good texter anyway. So, but yeah, so. But yes, it does affect you. Like too many friends, I feel like in our grown up age, it's too much. It's too much going on. Like you can have a lot of friends. Cause I'm gonna say like I have a few friends I talk to on a regular basis, but I got a few friends. Like I got a lot of friends, but I don't talk to them like that. But you know, they still know we here or whatever like that. Mm-hmm. But when you hanging out, when you like I'm gonna say like me, 24, hanging out with like 10 girls. You know you about to get married. You know all your girls single. That's just like different. That's too many different vibes going on. You go be with them. You go be the only married one and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. All my friends single too. Well, except for one. No, except for two of them. But still, like, they not bad influences. I don't know. Too many friends, just too much for me.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about, I'll say, the women and men aspect of today as well? Because it seemed like the men and women are at battle, at odds with each other. Always on meetings, relationships, money, all type of stuff. It just seems like they just always at each other. What is the perfect balance for a man and woman in today's society?
What you mean perfect balance?
Like where two can coexist and share opinions without one being a feminist, without one being misogynistic, without one being just she hate men, he hate women. This world
now, bro, this generation now, dog, everybody's sensitive. There's no world that nobody could be like that. Mm-hmm. And like everybody is so sensitive. Like when it comes down to men and women, when it comes down to gay people, when it comes down to how you talk to, like, I don't know how you want to raise your child. It's just all type of everything just so sensitive. Like it's this world crazy now.
And how do you expect to raise a kid in this crazy world?
We go do the best we can. I mean, we only been parents for 5 months, so we learn as we go.
Let's talk about schools. Public or private school for your child? We've been looking at. Well, I'll be only 5 months, but we leaning towards the private school route. Private school is expensive. It's not cheap for people who do put their child in private school. You know the prices of them.
But I will say, if you like active with your child, as far as like her studies or he or she studies or whatever like that, y'all could apply for scholarships for them. So you could do that as well to help the balance. Yeah. But I definitely, I just want private school. I went to private school when I was younger. My mom and dad put me in private school called St. David. It was a Catholic school. And then I moved to Texas after the storm, and I went to public school. And then when I came back to New Orleans, I went to public school. I mean, from my you know, my what that word is?
Experience?
Yeah, my experience from public school, I just didn't get all the knowledge I should have got. Because like teachers, we'll have substitute teachers like the whole school year, and I have an A in the class on my report card, like on my final report card and stuff like that, and I ain't learned nothing. Like I remember my physics teacher, Miss Jelly, she was out the whole year, literally the whole year. And we had a substitute named Miss Dominique, and I basically got an A in that class, and I ain't learned. I don't know. I can't tell y'all nothing about it.
Private school. What is there to expect from private school? What do you think are the benefits of private school?
One, smaller classrooms, definitely. Better, you know. The reason why I brought up smaller classrooms first is because the teacher will be more engaged with each child than trying to cover everything with a whole classroom. She'll be able to tell each child what's exactly going on. And, you know, and the children might not be, you know, some children don't like to raise their hand because they don't want to feel a certain type of way. But, you know, I think it'll make it better if it's a smaller classroom. Better opportunities, better sports. You know, I look at the testing averages. Me and Dante, we look at the testing averages and see what the testing averages of the school and everything. Like, it's just better.
Acceptance rate into colleges. I think benefits of a private school down in Louisiana. I'm gonna wrap it up to Louisiana period, because Louisiana in school education system is bottom of the totem pole out of all the 50 states, and a lot of other categories they are last in all the 50 states. But I think private school is just more resources, more experience for your kids. They have more things that you could do. Like most public schools in New Orleans don't have a soccer team. They don't have like other than basketball or football. They don't have those type of things. Some have baseball teams, but stuff like that. Not even just ball down to sports, but teams like clubs in the
like
school,
debate
like debate
like
teams, chess teams, all type of stuff, culinary, cooking classes, things like that inside of a school. Field trips often, and other things, fundraisers, fairs, things like that. A lot of public schools don't have that. I don't know why. They should have more of that. I don't know if it's because of funding, but I think that's a big reason.
It's definitely because of funding. Because you got to think about a private school. They getting literally thousands of dollars from each parent out there, and then you know they got parents that's on the school board that donates money too.
Yeah, the alumni, they have donors that donate to the school each year.
The alumni, but
yeah. No, they have donors too.
You said alumni.
Oh,
it's alumni.
Alumnus. But yeah, that's what I
think.
Take
her out that swaddles.
That's what I think of the private school. My baby all wet. She can't be yet.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what we think about private and public schools. And this all conversations for parents and first time parents and parents who not even first time parents about public and private school. What y'all think the benefits are? That's one thing I'm trying to get on here. Teachers and administrative people in position at schools. I want to get them on here and ask them from public schools and private schools about what do you see every day in a public school, and some people who are at private school, what y'all see, and what are the benefits and disadvantages of public and private schools. So Y'all let us know that as well in the comments. Another thing that I want to touch on is daycare and daycare, Head Start, early child education. What is a good? What do you think is the age where a child should enter school or Head Start daycare for you?
For me, this is not for the rest of the parents because I know people have lives and jobs. But for me personally, I don't want my daughter going to, well, my baby, because I'm gonna have a son one day. My baby going to daycare like before they're able to talk, because I need them to tell me what's exactly going on when I'm not around. So if they're not able to talk, they don't need to be in another adult's that I don't really know like that supervision.
Okay, that's I think that's very much logical, and yeah, I think that's logical. Out of all things, I think everybody could agree with that, but something like you said, some people can't have it that way because some people have jobs, some people are single parents, some people don't have like a support system or like grandparents, aunts, uncles to watch their kid when they're not around or when they're at work, so they have to bring their child to daycare and bring around some people who they're not fully aware of what they're doing all the time.
Right.
But more daycares, I think, put cameras in so you can check in on your child, looking at them on them, stuff like that, because they had a lot of scandals and stuff with daycares and child cares,
Because
beating
they have
children.
these people, they got these people who just trying to get an easy job, but it's really not easy. You're taking care of multiple children, and you cannot put your hands on nobody else's child. Camera went off.
Especially at a young age.
Yeah, like you cannot think you could touch somebody else's child like that. No, because I will go to jail. Period. I'll go to jail. Period. So
what's one thing you have learned from being a mother for these 5 months
let me think about the most important thing
that you didn't know about yourself during the 5 months?
Oh, that my patience is really good for my daughter. Like I have better patience than Dante, but he has a lot of patience for our daughter. But overall, like adults, he has no patience. And
you're grown. I don't have no patience for
and
no
some
grown
and some
mother.
children. So
I don't have patience for no grown adult and no child who want to be grown.
yeah.
You're not about to tell me what to do, nothing. You're not about to act stupid around me. I'm gonna remove myself from the situation before things get troubling.
Right. So his patience is like I have a low tolerance. Before his baby, he has a lot of patience. But like my patience has really grown. Like I take my time with Danny. If she's like crying about something, I'm gonna see what's going on. And like for the moms who told me you're gonna always know what's wrong with her, that's so true. Like it's funny how it's so true because I know when she pooped, I know when she's hungry, I know when her stomach hurts. Like I just know these things, and it's just crazy because she can't even talk. It's just how much time I spend with her and stuff like that.
Thanks. Now, a couple questions about Danny. Versus between me and you. We gotta ask questions. And who does it better? Who does she prefer?
Okay.
Who changes more diapers?
Me.
Who puts her to sleep better?
Me.
Who gives the best baths?
You.
Who she looks like more?
You.
Y'all want to get a look at Danny? Yeah, y'all see her on Instagram
She gonna spit.
all the time.
She gonna spit that nook out probably.
Yeah, I see her on Instagram.
Now you got my baby with no socks. Don't look. Don't worry, y'all.
All right, look at my baby.
She just woke up.
Look
Hey,
at my little fatty girl. Hey, fatty girl.
hey, Tinka. Say hey.
She be helping me edit, y'all, but
Yeah, give her this back.
yeah. Oh, whoa. Huh. But yeah, Danny is already in three Pampers.
Size 3 Pampers.
Y'all tell me if that is that right, because I'm not familiar with Pampers, and Pampers are high. We haven't had to buy none yet, but she already had 3 Pampers, busting out the 2s, obliterated the 1s, and this just ain't fair, because I'm going to have to start buying Pampers soon.
I mean, baby, she growing. That's good. We want our baby to grow.
How you thinking? Her 6 months coming up next year, y'all, 2023.
6 months.
Yeah, she about to be born for 6 months.
Oh yeah,
You tripping?
I'm tripping.
But yeah, she gonna have a little donut shoot halfway, I believe. That's what Fat picked out.
No, Hatiti picked that out.
Titi picked it out, and we agreed on it. So I wanted to go for chicken tenders, but hey, it's okay. But that's the 50th episode of Lil Off Kill.
We want to do conversation cards. We never did our couples cards ever.
Oh yeah, we don't have. I don't know where our couple cards at, bro, but we can do this. Oh yeah, we talked a lot about this, but before we get to the cards, I want to get to.
You gotta reset the camera. Oh no, you already did it, huh?
I want to get to you, yeah. I want to get to me and you and our love relationship and how has the baby affected our love? You will say.
I mean, we just be having so much like we worry about the baby so much. That's how I feel. I feel like it hasn't affected our love overall, but far as like our attention towards each other, it's like more towards our child than with each other than what we had before.
Mm-hmm. Now, they have a lot of things that say once you have a baby, a lot of couples, because like you just said, put their effort and stuff. They focus so much on the baby, especially for first time parents, that they lose.
Wait, that thing about to go.
No, it's not. And that's they lose a connection because they're so focused on the baby.
Mm-hmm.
What how would you compare our love before our baby and after a baby? Not sexual love.
Yeah. We had this era right like when Danny was getting conceived. Like this was like a little since 2020. Basically, like, well, we've been in love that whole time, but like we just was like in like a stage where we couldn't, we was all over each other from like 2020 to Danny was born, basically, and after she was born. But like that love, it was just like we just was in each other's skin, basically. We couldn't get enough of each other. Now it's like you be in your room, you be like, y'all, that's what he do. He come home from work. We all be in the bag, me, the boys, and Danny. It'd be like 15, 20 minutes then pass. I'm like, he ain't come speak to us yet. So, we'll all get up and go approach him. He'll either be in the living room or in the kitchen picking something up, like tidying up. Or he'll be in his room editing if he got to upload a video. So I come in here, I'll be like, hey. He'd be like, hey family. I'm like, you been here for 20 minutes, you ain't gonna speak? He like, I wasn't ready to talk to y'all yet.
Now, when I say I wasn't ready to talk to y'all, I mean hit that. I'm gonna hit it since your hat. Hey girl. Now, when I mean I wasn't ready to talk to y'all, this is what I be saying when I get out of work, and I don't work late, y'all. I don't work late. I get off pretty fairly. I work in the morning, but I get off at a good, reasonable time every day. Probably like between 1 and 3 most days. 4 is when it's stretching, 5 and 6 when it's like just long days of traffic. But when I say I'm not ready, that means I'm just unwinding. I don't want to have to go in there and talk. And when I'm not ready, go in there for like 1 second. I know it's kind of funny to see because I can go in and just say, hey, but I like to do my little thing before I go give them. Because when I go by, I want to give them all my attention. And when I'm in here, I probably come back, have to upload a video. And when I come in, I like cleaning a couple things up. If I see things on the floor, I pick it up. I like to do stuff like that. I like to go to the bathroom, release my energy there if I have to. If y'all know what I mean. But that's why I come in and sit for a minute and do that. And then I go to them. And
give her a note.
When I'm ready to give them my attention, that's what I do. Come, baby. Probably hungry now. But that's what I like to do. Tell me if y'all like to do that when y'all first come to the house. Boom. If they're in the living room, of course, I'll be like, hey, and stuff. But I like doing it. I like releasing after work a little bit for like 30 minutes. It might get a little longer if I got videos to edit or something like that. But that's what I like to do. On to connecting with your partner. What's the best thing about our love and our 7 years we've been together?
Because we're friends before we're fiancés.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, my best friend, I literally tell him everything. Mm-hmm. So it's like we don't hide nothing from each other. Oh yeah, I want to touch on this. That's what I wanted to touch on. Joint bank accounts.
Okay.
But yeah,
we can touch on that.
But yeah, he's literally like, when I say he's the best thing that happened to me, like he literally is. Like he's really my best friend. So I think that's what makes our relationship so special. How basically, like, I don't know, I turned into him low key. I talk like him, do some things that he do. Like
still everything I ever done. Bro.
It don't be stealing though.
Yeah, it's you inherited. I should say.
Yeah, I might say it don't be stealing. I just been around him so long. I've been living with Dante. Well, yeah, it was with his parents and stuff. I've been basically living in the same house with Dante since I was 17. Basically, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we went to college and stuff. So yeah. And so yeah, that's what I think it is. I think our love is different because we're friends before we're in a relationship. What you think?
I think I love different, like you said, the transparency. Like, even if we have problems, not even like big, huge things, but we talk about it. Like,
yeah,
you probably have your little spaz moments. She got a little crazy a couple times, y'all. Not nothing too wild, but I be having to put her in our plates a couple times. But we just talk about it and get over it. We don't let our stuff drag out too long.
Yeah, we
That's
don't. And when we have like little petty fusses like over the remote, and we'll be like, leave me the fuck alone or something like that, and like it'd be like a little tension for like literally like 60 seconds, and then we just start talking about the show. We start talking about something on Instagram. Like, we don't let little shit get to us in our relationship. And that's how we're so successful in our relationship now. And we don't hide nothing from each other. Like, we always been, straightforward with each other, pretty much.
Now, you talked about, you wanted to touch on joint bank accounts?
Yes. So joint bank accounts, like a lot of people, like not joint savings accounts, joint checkings accounts. So it's literally like my check, his check, all the money that we get goes into this one bank account, and we literally share each other's assets, and it goes to us, it goes to the bills, it goes to the baby. And I think it's a really great idea, in my opinion. Like, when Dante presented it to me, I thought it was like, I'm like, I don't know how a joint bank account gonna be, because Dante, I don't need you telling me when I feel like buying a $400 wig that I don't need to buy the wig. Shout out to Bella, because she always slay my wigs.
Now,
yeah.
She says this because she know me and her with money are different.
Yes, very different.
She's more loose with money. I'm more, all right, boom, I get the money.
Cause this
hit
is how
the
I
savings
feel.
first. The main thing for me is to hit the save before I pay anything, before you pay a bill, food, money going in the saving. We gotta get this money in the savings so we can invest somewhere. Go ahead.
This is how I feel. If we have the money for our bills and we have the money for our savings, the rest of the money is for us. But
yeah, I don't feel.
Dante doesn't feel like that. See, like before, I didn't really used to have to pay bills like in our other houses. Like Dante paid the most bills out of everything, and so I just give him whatever he asked me for. I give him that, which wasn't a lot. So I basically got all my check. But I buy like food for the house and stuff like that, or like if I get like little fast foods, I'll be the one to pay for that and stuff like that for us, because he's paying basically all the bills. And so I used to be buying anything I wanted, basically. So it was a decision where I was like, but then I was like, I'm about to marry Dante. We're gonna have to eventually do this. So we did it, and I really like it a lot. I think it's really good.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, especially that just goes back to the transparency of, because with financials, that's the main thing that causes divorces. And I think we already been in tune with each other's finances, because we already was sending each other money back and forth anyway. So it makes sense to just have it all out of one thing. And I know a lot of people be opposed to it, but I think y'all just opposed to it because y'all haven't found the one who y'all on that level with yet. And
it's a trust thing.
Yeah, the first thing when it go through people's minds is no, stuff like that. But when you in tune with somebody and y'all basically on that level where y'all love each other and trust each other to a certain level, y'all with each other most of the time, you don't gotta worry about no deceitfulness. You can get to that level of a joint bank account, which is fairly normal in a marriage. It's not opposed. That's why when I think you sent me something like that on Instagram, like a post or something. People with joint accounts have more like success or something. And I read the comments and they had a lot of, I'll say, bad comments opposed to it because we can have one, but I have my separate checking one, which that is cool as well.
I don't.
Which is cool as well. But if y'all do have that, I'll say talk about that with y'all partner to make sure it's cool.
I mean, my Chase account open, babe, but it got $0 in there.
Right, because a lot of people always say, yeah, but what if y'all break up? Y'all do this if y'all break up? Hey, that's not, man, it's not for boyfriend and girlfriend to begin with. Even though we fiancés right now, we about to lock in. But I would oppose it if y'all boyfriend and girlfriends because, hey, y'all don't need to be doing that anyway.
Well, babe, you've been trust me because, all right, so, like, Dante always had good credit. Like, since we was, like, younger and he was growing, Dante always had good credit. So, like, you know, my credit, like I told you when I had my car, like, my credit wasn't always the best. And, like, Dante trusted me enough to add me on his credit cards, and he will literally order me a credit card that the account that I'm adding on, so I will have my own credit card under his credit. So when you made that step of trust, like, you basically, like, I trust her, because if she, like, you know, if I was a person that was irresponsible with money, like, bad, and just spend on the credit cards all day, you wouldn't do nothing like that.
Well, you know I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. So, like, you know, and I don't play with Tay when it come down all, like, I be telling him, look, yeah, I'm about to get this. So I think that's why it's a big trust thing with joint banks accounts.
Yeah, if y'all have a joint bank account, hopefully y'all at a good enough level, y'all got to a level where y'all feel comfortable with that, and you don't have to. When you have that, I advise not to be asking every purchase that you not talked about with to be questioning.
Yes.
Like if Kaylin goes out and gets some canes, don't be out there the next. As soon as you get home or calling her right after because you checked the account. Why you bought some canes, Kaylin? Why you ain't tell me about that? Don't be doing that, y'all. Come on now, that's petty stuff. Now if she went out there and bought a damn Maybach or motherfucking a car or something, but she went, not even that, she bought some $2,000 out the account. You like, all right now, come on now.
You supposed to tell me.
You could at least, you can let me know, like, all right, B, I found some little deal on some $2,000 deal. Damn, let them know. But small shit, let that go, y'all.
But we always, like, before we even make, like, we don't talk about the little purchases because the little purchases ain't nothing.
Right.
But before we even about to make a big move that we know that's gonna be like thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that was planned before anyway. We probably talked about that.
Yeah, and like we always communicate with each other, like, oh, I'm about to get this such an amount of money, and he be like, all right, cool, or he be like, I don't agree with that, and that's what we do. Like, that's how we work. And I think, like, I don't know, Dante. I would say, like, Dante leads the relationship. Cause, like, if he has an idea, sometimes I disagree, but he, like, I agree with most things that he has to say. So,
when following, like, kind of piggyback off that, when following off a man's lead, well, what do you think you need to see from a man to follow his lead? Well, speaking of me, what makes you confident in me to follow my lead?
That you're responsible. That's just that. You've been responsible since we was young, and like you're not a pushover. So I can't do whatever I like. Like if I felt like I wanted to do you any kind of way, you're not gonna let that happen. So it's like you're responsible. You're not a pushover, and you give me anything I want. Literally. If I ask for something, I'm gonna get it. And that's just, I'm not saying that like, oh yeah, bitch, he go fucking get it for me. But no, like if I want something, oh yeah, my bad. But no, like if I want something, Dante's gonna do everything his best to get it for me, and 99.9% of the time I get it. So
moving off that, couple more things I want to talk. How do you feel I have been as a father so far for these 5 months? That was a little nugget. I got it.
Great. I knew you was gonna be a great father, dude. Dante always the one in the back for the family functions, talking to the kids while everybody in the front getting drunk. So I knew he was good because Dante has been good with kids, so I knew he was gonna be great with his own child. Like he loves his baby. I could tell. Like his eyes light up every time he come in contact with her. He makes sure she, he makes sure she's straight. Get her baths. He very organized with her stuff. He more organized than me with her stuff. So
Yeah, baby.
you're a great father.
Heard that. You're a great mother.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. For the 50th episode, I believe that is it. If y'all see me getting up a couple times, that's because we don't have no camera person back there.
And we
just
got
me and her, and we have a baby. But it's okay. Huh.
This was like a little bit about Tay and Kate life.
Yeah.
A little bit of our background.
Yeah, with some nuggets in the. Oh yeah, we still gotta do the cards, huh?
Oh yeah.
Couple of debate.
Where the couples ones at?
I don't know.
This boy here.
I don't know where they at, man. But we could ask a couple, baby.
We could do some of these.
We could do a couple before we wrap this up, y'all. Hit that record on that, baby. Okay, let's go with this. Your significant other gets their dream job in a city far away. You do not want to move. They take the job and move. Does this mean they value their job over the relationship?
Yes.
Explain.
If you get, even though I would move, but say like if you get probably the $250,000 job, up all the way like I'm gonna say like Washington D.C. or something, and I don't agree with that. And like we're about to get married, we have a child, we have a family, we bought a house down here. I don't want to just get up and leave because you got that opportunity. But I would if that was the case. But and if you just be like, well, I'm going, like I'm leaving, and I'll be like, well, if you do that, you don't really care about your family, because if you choosing money over us.
No, it's just significant other take family out.
Okay, well, you're choosing money over your significant other. Basically, you are. Because you're not gonna be around us, but you still right to go out there for money.
So you don't feel like holding your significant other back from a groundbreaking job opportunity that can further both of y'all lives together?
I mean, yeah, but you want me to just change my whole life, though. Did you think about that before?
It's not change your life. It's making a sacrifice.
It is making a sacrifice.
That's what you do in relationships. You make sacrifices to better the relationship, to better your life. You make that outside of relationship. That's the main thing life is about, sacrifices.
Well, babe, I said I would go with you.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, from a different people aspect. Like, if you get a $250,000 job and they say, yeah, we're going to pay you this, we going to Washington, D.C.
Right.
But, like, from other people's aspect, they probably comfortable where they at and they don't want to get up and leave. But if that's the case, like, you have to respect your partner's decision. It has to be a mutual decision before y'all go out there. I get what you're saying about you got to make sacrifices. But what about that person feels like they don't want to sacrifice that big?
Mm-hmm. Well, they just will have to split. If you don't want to sacrifice, if somebody's mind is made up that they have a great opportunity that they work hard for, and your significant other, I'm saying this. Listen, if you have a significant other, y'all been together for about 2-3 years, but y'all he gets a job opportunity, she $400,000, and you say no, I'd rather stay down here. I don't want to move that far away. You think the man should turn that down, or the woman should turn that down because our partner is not ready to move somewhere?
I mean, if you wasn't ready to move, I'll turn it down.
Yeah, I think it's selfish. It could be selfish. It could be looked at as selfish on either way because you just want to move for a job, and it could be selfish on a partner because they saying no, don't move. I want you. Because
what about my job is successful down here?
Right. Well, it's just that it ain't.
But
as successful as the other one.
No, I'm saying, all right. Say this. Say, I don't know. Like, all right. I don't know if you want me to say your occupation on here. You want me to?
You can say an occupation, not mine, but...
All right, I'm going to just say a occupation. All right, so say if Dante was a nurse and I was, what I could say, real estate. I'm a real estate agent now, but say like I was like getting like houses, like deals every month, closing every month. So say if I'm making like $300,000 a year, and Dante get a job opportunity that makes $400,000 a year.
Of course, we're not moving for that. No.
All right. Well, you get a job opportunity and make $600,000 a year.
Double yours?
Yeah, and I'm making 3.
Yes.
No.
Well, it depends on what I can make down here.
But I'm sacrificing because
Right. It depends on what I can make down here, though.
Yeah, but you can't. You're not gonna make $600,000.
Yeah, but I'm saying if I'm making $300,000 down here, it don't make no sense because it's the same money. You making 3. If I go to the other place and make 6, and you not have a job, or you just sell real estate out there, that's the same money.
Yeah, but just in that scenario,
it depends on the money. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, like
okay.
If I'm successful down here, I wouldn't want to give up everything I got going on down here.
That makes sense though.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Okay, let's do a couple more before we wrap it up.
One more, cause Danny hungry.
So calm down.
So make it a good one.
She like these cars though.
She like anything she could put in her mouth.
Your significant other gives you a hall pass to have sex with another person under one condition. You let them watch. What happens next?
I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I don't want to have sex with nobody else anyway. When you're in a relationship, you shouldn't want to.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they got people who like they swingers and shit, who like to do stuff like that.
Swingers and shit.
Yeah, but like that be people
Bless
like
you, baby.
That be people like that be older and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I feel like even now, like I feel like I'm too immature, not immature as a whole, but immature sexually to have a threesome right now. I can't. Mm-hmm. Like maybe when we get older and we want to spice up the relationship, cool. All right, we could try it out, see how it go. But right now, I don't think I'm that mature in sexuality to want to have a threesome. See my partner having sex with somebody else, and even like try kissing a girl or being sexual with a girl or something.
How do you feel about the stigma of the bachelor parties of a man doing his last go around before he wrapped up for his life? What do you think of that?
Like, what you mean last go around?
His last go around with another woman other than his wife.
Like have sex with another?
Yeah, bachelor parties. Get oral or have sex. What is your thoughts on that?
Bruh, look, that's all I gotta say. If you go do all that for your bachelor party, because like at the end of the day, you're single till you get married in these times. That's what they say. You're single till you get married. But me, I don't play about marriage, so you better get it out your system before we get married, and you just better not let me find out. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. All right, y'all. I think that wraps up this episode. We touched on a lot. This is the 50th anniversary episode, and we started with this group, me and you. But we have a new little member right here who we didn't start with.
She gonna be on here.
Yeah, y'all. She already be helping me edit, but this is the TaeVi's Podcast 50th episode. This was a good one. Y'all seen a little bit of our family, our dogs in the back. We kept them up because they're poo-poo butts and they stink right now.
They're doing in the bath.
So, but other than that, y'all, this is TaeVi's Podcast. I'm glad y'all tuned in. We almost to 1,000 subscribers as well, so keep getting us there. And we will be having a giveaway next year around this time.
We will. It's going to be a good one.
Probably. It's going to be a good one that we want to give away for Christmas because we've been working hard. And we have more stuff that we will be talking about next year that you guys, that we'll be very proud of. But yeah, once again, 50th episode. We're going to get to 100, hopefully 1,000. And we're going to keep going. The TaeVi Network.
Wait, let me say it.
What?
You about to keep saying stuff?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were about to say the little ending.
Go ahead.
Oh, all right. This was the TaeVi Network, and we out.
We out.